Have you ever wondered if these Amazon car tire inflators actually work? Let's put it to the test on 4 different tires. First, these big old tires on the Raptor. Second, these low profile tires on the Shelby. Third, these super old tires on the Camry. And whatever these are tires on the side-by-side. I actually do have a car tire inflator, but it's a little slow. It's not cordless. It gets the job done, but it's not the best. I get it though. It's Mopar. So how can we test this? We need to flatten this tire on purpose. First, we need to remove the valve cap. Second, you get your trusty pocket knife, and now you're ready to flatten your tire. That actually seems a little safer. Now we're going to press down the valve cord to evacuate the air. Now you could barely see this little thing. You know, sometimes people like wasting other people's time. Should have told me this from the start, but then again, I should have known. I think it's flat enough. So now let's start with an unboxing of this Yantu car tire inflator. Nice packaging, by the way. So there's some instructions here, which is pretty convenient. It's on the box because if it's on paper, I usually toss it out. Bad habit. Comes in its own little packaging. Oh, good thing it's on the box. It's actually pretty sleek. If I didn't know, I would think this is a Bluetooth speaker. It comes with an air hose, a charger, a car adapter if you need it, and some accessories. I looked over the instructions and it's pretty simple. It's as easy as powering it on. So R is to switch between the different modes. The first one is any, so you can set it to whatever PSI you need, or to switch it between 3 different profiles for 3 different cars that you can save on here. After the controls, all you really need to do is connect the air hose to the inflator. So I'm putting this inflator at a disadvantage because typically you would put a jack to support the weight on a heavy ass truck like this. Take your bets, will it work or not? I don't think it'll work because it's a lot of weight. I want to try it out like this to see how far this inflator will take it. Now we connect the air hose back to the valve stem. I actually don't know what PSI to set this to, so let me check first. 38 PSI it is. So let's start this puppy. Set the PSI to 38. Press play, AKA start blowing. Well, it didn't work, and I left this thing running for like 10 minutes. 2 reasons why it didn't work. Like I said, it was a lot of weight, which caused the bead of the tire to come off the wheel so air was escaping. Because once again, the Raptor is a heavy ass truck. Now we're going to jack up the Raptor and use my large air compressor to pop the bead back in place. And then we're going to try again because this would be more of a realistic situation. I mean, I knew this wasn't going to work. I just love wasting time. Not that I like wasting time on purpose. I just like trying new things, which ends up wasting my time on purpose. And now for the annoying part, waiting for this to get filled. Hope this works. So it's showing like 7 or 8 PSI. The jack is in place. Bead is back on. So let's try this again. Good news, it worked under a realistic setup. Once it got to the desired PSI, it stopped automatically. So this took about 17 minutes or so on just battery. When I took it out of the box, it had 3 bars. And after this, it's now down to 1 bar. Pretty much on a full charge, it has enough juice to fill up a big ass tire. But if you don't have enough juice, you can always use the car adapter. Unless your car is dead, then you're shit out of luck. Ford, found on road dead. Anyway, now on to the low profile tire on the Shelby. This car isn't as heavy as the Raptor, but because I still don't learn my lesson, I'm still going to take all the air out because I'm hard-headed. I'm optimistic about this one, but I've been known to be wrong. Any bets? Through the power of editing, this now has 3 bars. So that means it took me a good amount of time, but for you, it only took 1 second. I hope I'm right this time, so let's see what it does on a completely flat tire and no jack. No need to check the PSI on the door, because I know this one, it's 32 PSI. It's working! I am so glad that my theory worked this time, because the Raptor flat out embarrassed me. But I am pretty impressed with this device. Now let's test it on the really old Camry tire. This one will be more of a typical situation with a tire, but first, I need to go see a Christmas parade. Fun, right? Now we can get onto the Camry. You're getting out of work on a Friday at 5 p.m. and you're in a rush to get home because my video is about to be released in 1 hour. You walk to your car and then you realize, wow, my tire's a little low. Well, not right now. Let me fix this. It would help if the tire matched my story. Wow, my tire is a little low. So then you think to yourself for a bit, then you get an idea. You try to get inside your car, but then you remember you have no door handles on this side. So you make your way to the driver's side. As you get inside, you then remember, it's not inside my car, it's inside the trunk. You get to the trunk, get your keys out. All of a sudden, you're just shaking with excitement. You pop the trunk, and there it is. Bam! Your portable car tire inflator, your saving grace. You grab it, and you are now one step closer to inflating your car tire. I don't know the PSI for this car, and I looked in the door jamb, and it isn't there. I could have Googled it, but 30 seems about average, so 30 it is. This was pretty quick. It only took like about 5 minutes. And I don't think I mentioned how long the Shelby took, but that took a little bit over 10 minutes. And that's only because that one was fully drained. Now that your tire's inflated, you have plenty of time to get home and watch my video and like it. And if you're enjoying this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up if you like it. I hope you like it. So now we arrive at the last type of tire. These are mainly off-road. When I say off-road, I mean any tire meant to go off-road. I'm close to some off-road trails, so what I do is I drive it there and then air it down to like about 8 to 10 PSI. So airing it down is completely fine. But once I'm done and I need to drive back home, I had no way of airing the tires back up. With 8 to 10 PSI, the car would wobble and I couldn't drive too fast or risk a blowout. But luckily I wasn't too far away from home. So this now solves my problems, and it could have all the other times, but truth is, I was too lazy and I really didn't look into these. I'm looking into these now because, long story short, the Viper had a low tire one day. I went to 3 gas stations and conveniently all of the air pumps were out of order. So for this test, I lowered the PSI to 8.5 and I set the target to 20. So it should work the same as I did with the other cars. This time it took like about 5 minutes to go from 8.5 to 20 PSI, which is like about the same time that it took for the Camry, but this tire is a lot bigger, so we do have to account for that. Either way, it worked flawlessly. What do I think about these Amazon portable car tire inflators? That is a mouthful to say. I think they work. At least this one works, this Yantu car inflator. This Yantu car tire inflator. But wait, Doris, where is it made? It's made in China, but wait. So this Mopar tire inflator that comes with the Viper, it's made in China too. That was just a little sarcasm, but in all seriousness, I say this because in my other Amazon finds videos, people are like, but Doris, that's made in China. So if it works and gets the job done, I mean, not the Mopar one. I'm kidding. It does work, just not as good as this one. So as always, if you're interested in this Amazon product, the link will be in the description down below. If there's any Amazon product you'd like me to review before you buy it, let me know in the comments down below and I'll decide if I get it and review it. The next 2 videos will be with either the Camaro or the Mustang. I'm not sure which one will be first. Bye.